Okay, we're starting this video, and it's 6:25. Make sure this is working. Yeah, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit so that I can get all the content in, because this is my second attempt to do it, and it was too large, over 2 gigabytes last time. So I'm going to talk faster and to get the point across, and we're going to go 10 times normal speed. So here we are, we're at the open, close to the open. It is just a couple minutes away, and my plans are to either take this short as it nears the Globex high and yesterday's high up in this demand zone, supply zone. Red lines around it means supply, green lines around it means demand, and we're coming up close to the open right now, just a couple seconds. We're getting some movement. Here we go. Here's Globex lows and this demand zone here, R1 and R2 here. So if we get up in this area, I'm going to think about shorting. This area, I'm going to take it long. I want to make sure that we get someplace below the Globex down to R1. So 823 area, I'm going to take it long. We got a little push down. This is nice. I would like to maybe get in a couple two here, but wait, okay, I'm in at 823. Took my order and filled. I'm going to use about a point below 823 to 822 to say that I was wrong. So we're going to just watch this as price does one or the other, go up higher or go down lower. So let's just watch this. This zone is a good technical stop. So it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like it's going to push down a little bit. So we're just going to wait and see if this wick has, if for you guys that are a little more fearful, you could use the bottom of this wick as a stop. We're just wicked out of this zone, but now we're getting some movement to the upside. Everything's good. I'm going to get up here around 827. That will give me 3 points. I'll probably take half my position off here because it just looks like we've had some resistance in this part here. So that's what's going on. This area here I'm going to be also aware of. Prices moving like we expected. We got a nice wick down here that we could use it. We use that as a stop, so you can kind of see how you were looking at price and how it's moving. So it's moving up out of this area. I know at the top of the hour we have some news. Sometimes just a few minutes beforehand you'll get that type of area. Over here on our 377 tick chart, we just see the moving averages starting to come up. Prices coming into that area here. Trying to be quick enough to take the 3 points when it's handed to me. This is the area we want to make sure we get up above. I'm looking at this right here, going, okay, if you need to break the top of these wicks. Oh, look, we got up real close to our target. Talking to you guys and I wasn't watching, so let's get this nailed in here. We're gonna just say 827. That's that'd be about 4 points from 823. So we're hit R2. So, might want to just take it out here. I think we'll get back up to here. Just hold on tight. Makes me want to take him. Oh shit! Well, that was nice. Okay, so broke right through that with a vengeance. We're up here to 830, 831. That gives us 8 points. This is where we're going to want to lighten our load right here. So 832, that's 9 points. Just take it off at 831. That give us 8 points if it comes back down there. There we go. Boom. So now we're going to just manage the other half. We're looking at this 377 tick chart to give us some definition here. I'm going to pause this just for a second, just to keep this time frame down, and we'll look where this is at right now. Busted out of this supply zone, demand zone, and it just burst right through here before I had any chance of taking anything off. We're getting a little flag formation. We want to take this move our stop up to here. This is an exponential move, and that's what I keep telling you guys, that we want to make sure that we capture. We don't want this coming back on it. It can come back as fast as it went up. So let's just wait a little bit. We got our stop right. We're going to move this down just a little bit, but our stop's right in here. We're going to look at this 377 tick chart. 50 moving average will take our fourth and final one off. We need to get above this top of this wick here, so let's keep an eye on that. Move that up here. So this is what we're looking at, price action. Price action is got an exponential move. We made a what I call a flag pattern. We're going to use the bottom of this wick to stop us out on our third position. We'll let the fourth one go. So just let's pause and let's see what happens. Okay, so it looks like our stop here worked. We need to keep that right there. Looking good. We busted out of here, so it shows continued strength. We might just get a little pullback here. Our 377 tick chart staying above the moving averages. So at this point in time, I'm up, let's say, exactly 10 points here. A little more than 10. So let's take one more off. If it breaks down below this moving average, we'll clock in 10 for sure. And so that would be right about bottom of this wick. So pause it again. Okay, we're above this. We're going to lock in 10 for sure. Is that 10? It looks like it's not 10. We can watch it a little bit closer here, because this blue moving average 20 will kind of act as a support. We get below that, I'm going to take a third one off, but lock in 3 for sure. 10 for sure on the third one. So we're kind of just bouncing around here. My target is R3, and we're almost getting taken out right here. We just want to capture 10 there. We should hit it right there. Okay, we're out. Didn't really break this line, but we just don't know what's going to happen next. So we got one left. We're going to let it ride up or break below this 50 moving average on the 377. We're back for a second. Just want to show you that we're just got a little consolidation. People are taking profits. Price is coming back a little bit. We got R3 as a target. This is the area that always concerns you is where do you ensure profits, where you take it. If you're happy with that, that would be additional 10 points right now. So you'd have 10, 10, and 8. So that would be 28 points total. Are you happy with that 2,800 bucks? Do you want to just take this and make sure it gets up here? Where do you put your stop? Right at the stop. We're at the 50 moving average. Hasn't really closed below it. This would have to be a green candle here. We get a nice red candle. I'd just looks like we're at 3 points exactly. Okay, so we got a little movement here. So this is what I'm watching. Are you going to break below this? If you do, I need to put it down here probably at 832. Lock me in 9 points. But it's how much room do you give it, and how much profits do you want? This is more than we expected. So we're at a point where we just need to manage it. I'm hoping for R3. Definitely get down in this area. I'm out. Probably if it drops below this 832. Let's just move that line down there. Got to give it some room. That's the trade-off, giving it room and taking profits. Okay, back. We're just managing this trade. We're going to hit our head on this ceiling probably. The idea is if we can get through it, might take a couple attempts to get through this little guy. We just build a demand zone here and a supply zone here. So that kind of puts a little area. We're staying above these moving averages, and that's important. So these are all things that I look at while I'm in the trade to determine whether or not to take profits or try to let it run. You know, 832 looked like a good stop here. We're just going to keep that going. This is the tough part here. The price will probably wear me out a little bit. Okay, we're back. We're just pressing against this supply zone. You know, it's like a tree. You usually don't knock it down the first attempt. You know, it's chop, 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 chop. You know, so we're weakening this area up here. In my determination, you know, till we get down here and test this area, uh, you know, we're just pinballing back and forth. You can see this just changed colors because it hit this zone a couple times, and that's what's nice about you know, the probabilities. Just as this gets darker in color, this is a fresh zone that's never been tested. Might get tested right now, and it will change colors. Tells you what the probability of this zone actually, you know, having that much resistance or support. So we'll just watch this. Hopefully we'll come back up here and chop a little bit more at this zone and break through and get up to our R3. If not, we're going to take that 832 and just get our 9 points and be happy with it. We're not going to let it come back on us, because the way it usually moves out of this zone is the way it returns. So keep that in mind. Okay, again, we're just pinballing around here. We did break below this 50 moving average over here on the 377. Wasn't keeping a good eye, but I was using that 832 as a stop. So now these things are just starting to flatten out. So, you know, this is a pause for the cause or coiled spring. So I'm not too concerned at this point in time. I'm concerned if we get below this demand zone down to the 832. So here we're chop, 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 chopping at that tree, trying to get through this. You know, if we do it probably another time or two, I think we'll bust out of here and get up to that R3. So that would be a good 13 points, and at that point in time I'd be happy and get out. In all actuality, I'm happy right now and I want to get out, but we'll see. Okay, chop, chop, chop. We're chopping here. We're making higher lows on each one of these candles, which is important. So, you know, we're looking at this. We just made another higher low, but this is a doji. And we get a little indecision in here. Now we just need to get some power behind this. Here we are. We're getting it. Good, good, good. Let's see how much, you know, resistance is going to be at the top of this demand zone. That's what I'm looking at. That's the high so far. We need to break it. So testing it, testing it. Hold on, I'll be right back. We're just eating away at those sellers right here. You know, the buyers are coming in. We just need more buyers to come in here. The problem is some people taking profits, but you know, people seeing this move are going. The novices are going, wow, yeah, did you see that move? Let's get in on it. So that's what we're hoping for, is some of the novices getting in here at retail prices. We got down here at wholesale prices, you know, and we should be selling at least part of our positions to them, and we're going to do that right here at R3. We just burst through that. That zone just disappeared because we busted higher above it. So, you know, we just have another. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's how it's done. And we hit R3. We're out. We got 13 points on the last. We're staying above these moving averages. You know, some might want to stay. There's probably a little bit more strength in this, I'd say. But you could either use these moving averages. This is a 8, a 20, and a 50. So either way, you could take your profits now, which I just did, or stay in there. I was happy to get R3, and that's the way you trade. I would say. See y'all. I'll make another video, but this is probably going to just peak above the R3, and then that would be it. See ya. Bye.